I just got shocked so hard from my own computer. Hmm. Woo, that was a zinger. I must be quite electric today. Hello. Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat on this very auspicious Tuesday, November 3rd. Hope you are well. Hi, Mary. I am doing fine. Got my tea. I've got a cozy sweater. Hi, Victoria. The rain just started. It was actually like beautiful and sunny this morning, and then the clouds moved in. That's okay because that's my kind of weather. Don't tell. You may notice I'm wearing a little something here. It's almost on my sleeve. So those of you that were able to sign up for our November surprise, I hope that you haven't lost wherever you stashed it, since you all were good girls and boys and didn't open it before today, right? Except for one of you who graciously emailed to let me know that it was so cute. Judy emailed to let me know that she had opened it and it was a really crappy week and she really needed it and it really saved her day or her week and that she was very appreciative. And I can forgive that kind of early rule breaking. Anyways, howdy hoo, hello. Hi Rachel. Hi Julia. Hi Patty. Marilyn, hello. I hope you're hanging in there too. Hi. Oh, Erica, such restraint. She said she's opening it after this video. My goodness. Well, I hope you won't mind the spoilers. Hi, Christy. You were so welcome. Um, well, thank you, Julia. This was just this moment. Okay, let me tell you about mine. I actually didn't have one. So I rolled in here about a half an hour ago and I told Campbell, I got to quick cast on and make one of my little gifts. So here's what happened. Hi, Bert. Um, so I made many of them in different weights of yarn. Well, in the four weights I sent out. So I sent out fingering, sport, DK, and worsted. I did try a bulky, but getting a bulky in just a regular first class envelope was like with one stamp was going to be problematic. And so I nixed bulky off the list. And so I had made them in all of those sizes to verify that the pattern worked just by changing the needle, et cetera, testing it all out. But then I needed to know how much yarn to wind on each of your cards for those different things. So I had to undo, I had to unravel every one of my prototypes. So I actually had none. And so this morning I got in and I was like, I can't talk about the November surprise without having one to show. So here she is in all her glory. I whipped it up a few minutes ago with a little bit of leftover Stonehenge crazy. It's a little heart, just a wee little heart. And when I was done and I wove my ends in, I just decided I would pin it onto my sweater so that I could show it off. This is a weird little sweater that's made on the bias, and so it's almost on my. I am almost wearing my heart on my sleeve, but not quite. So, anyways, I'm so happy that your envelopes have spread a little cheer all morning long, all across the country. I know that it's really made my day to see all of your responses being posted, and it's a really nice distraction to see them. So if you've been exercising restraint and haven't posted a picture because you don't want to spoil it for other people, please, by all means, do post the pictures. In fact, if you want, post them on your own pages and tag us, because if you post them in the Unraveled group, I mean, that's fantastic. I love it. But also no one else sees it. Only you have to be a member of the group to see it if it's only in the Unraveled group. And so post it on your own page or post it on our page and tag it, because I think we should share these little bits of our hearts far and wide, don't you think? Not just with our knitting friends. I think everybody could use a little bit of this today. So anyways, that's awesome. Thank you, Patty. You are so welcome. Um, so today, should I tell you what I'm wearing? I thought this would be an apropos day to wear Intertwined, which is a sweater of my own design, and it is knit on the bias. It's basically like a big rectangle, and it's got these funky sleeves that kind of catch on your arms, and this off-placed openings for the body and the neck. And this sweater was created as part of a contribution to an effort Marie Green did back in 2017. And this was a collaboration in a little book called Change Makers. And a bunch of us all got together and provided designs or dyed yarn. And all of the proceeds from the sale of that book, Change Makers, for, ooh, was it a year? I think it might have been 12 months. All of the proceeds from that little ebook got donated to a couple of different places. And oh, to the Southern Poverty Law Center and to the National Women's Law Center. So it was a really, really awesome thing to be a part of. I was so honored that Marie invited me to submit a design for that. And so this is intertwined, and it was originally done in some Blue Moon yarn, but it's basically worsted weight. It's 4.25 stitches to the inch. And yes, Christy, it would be so great to take over social media with our knitted hearts. Seriously. That's a fantastic idea. So anyway, oh, here I think I copied the link. I'll post the link to the pattern for intertwined here. Maybe. Comment, post, enter. So yeah, it's just a big long rectangle. You fold it in half and then you kind of seam it in some parts to make armholes and neck holes, etc. So it's funky, and right now it only kind of goes up to a 46. And so one of my pre-COVID like to-dos was to get the extensions on the sizes, like get the pattern revised so that it would go up to more like a 56 or a 60. And so that is still coming. I have not given up on that. I just kind of got I got sidetracked trying to keep my business alive. Oh, that sounds so sad. So, if you're interested in this and you would be somebody making one of those larger sizes, I am going to start working on that in the next week. It doesn't take much to change it. It's basically creating a slightly larger rectangle, leaving different amounts open, not seamed. So it shouldn't be too hard once I just sit down and put the brain onto that project. So intertwined yarns that we have right now that would be fantastic for this include, oh, the Tosh triple twist that we just got. That would make a very cozy one. Ultra alpaca from Barocco would be fantastic. My favorite substitution for this is the knitted wit superwash worsted because her colors are beautiful, and that yarn feels so good. So worsted weight, it's really easy to fill that area in worsted weight. Thank you, Mary. Just a second. Oh, tea on a gray November rainy day. Only thing better than that's wine. That'll be later. I think it's going to be a wine night. Yeah. Um, what else was I going to talk to you about? Oh, this I have something behind me. Oh, yes. Okay. So I don't know how familiar any of you are with Tosh colors, but it is about time for me to submit the colors for my order for the farm twist, which is the DK weight. And oh my gosh, how am I ever going to do this? How am I ever going to decide? I mean, I'm only going to pick like 10 colors. I wanted to see how this worked as a hat or a wig. Oh, this is good. Yeah? Yeah. But so anyways, I'm open to suggestions. So if you guys have a favorite, um, it doesn't even have to be something that's on this list. The cool thing about being a Tosh retailer these days is that they will dye any of the historic colors they've ever made. There is a small list that's stuff they can't do, but we can get anything. You have a past favorite, something you're just dying to see on a DK weight plied yarn, send it on over to me. Send me a message, email our customer service, or you can post it here and I'll look, because I have to go through and I have to narrow this down to like 10 or 12 colors. That's going to be impossible. So give me a starting point. Give me some suggestions. God, this is just the happiest bunch of yarn things I've ever seen. Can make a pillow out of that. Oh, Rachel. She says she loves that coral color. And now I've set it down and I have no idea which one that Um, there's several possibilities. I'll have to go and look for coral and purple. Ooh, Julia, you volunteer to help? Okay, okay. Sweet. You're welcome, Jane. Here's something else I wanted to show you guys. So Barocco, being the awesome company that they are, doing everything that they can to keep a local yarn shop alive during this whole thing. I mean, seriously, there's just how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. That's where we're at with Barocco. They have sent me samples um, of the new fall yarns, or not samples of the yarns, but samples of garments. Samples, garments. They've sent samples. And this is the cardigan they sent for Artesia, which is the bulky weight hand dyed mohair, and it is the first hand dyed that this commercial company is ventured into. And so it's so hard to tell here. I need something dark inside so that you can see there's this little motif that runs down. It's a yoke. It's a yoke cardigan. Oh, that there we go. Right here. You see just so there is a little interest happening in the stitch pattern. But Julia was here when this came and she tried it right on, and it totally evoked thoughts of love note for us. And we've been talking about a love note, like kind of similar style sweater in a cardigan kind of version, and here it is right here, and the gauge is similar and everything. And instead of holding two yarns together like you do for love note, you would just use one strand of this artesia. This is called Claremore, Claremore, and it's on Ravelry. Claremore from Allison Green. And here's the kicker, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can make up to a size 53 with 2 skeins. 2. And from there, you can go up to a 69 with 3. How amazing is that? It's because this has great yardage. It's 400 and, is it 59? 475 yards of bulky mohair. And so this is the color. I like way back I was scheming all of these million love notes I was going to make after I finished mine, and this has got like a smidge of really deep burgundy charcoal and then burnt orange, and this is the color I wanted to use to do another love note. But now I think I'm just going to make Claremore, and I'm probably Julia is going to make this too. And she came up with the idea of not putting the buttons on because this is a really light fabric. And they did get really lightweight plastic buttons on here, but without would be just fine for me too. I don't button my sweaters anyways. And so just have it be an open front button band kind of thing, no buttons. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys that because it is pretty dang cool that you can get 2 skeins of this hand-dyed mohair and get all the way up to the 53 on that adorable little cardigan, which will work great over my wool dress that I am now on day, I can never remember. You guys, you want to hear a little secret? Every day before I post, now I have fiber in my mouth. Every day before I post my wool dress in my stories, my daily picture, tracking my 100 days of wearing my dress. I love you too, Sandy Blue. Every day I have to go look at Jill's post because Jill, A, she's Johnny on the spot. She's going to have her post already up. And then B, then I can check because we started on the same day and I cannot for the life of me keep track day to day. The other way would be to just page through every single one of my little story highlights until I got to the last one. Luckily, Jill's smart. She knows what day it is. And so I go and I look at hers and then I figure out what day it is and then I can post mine. I think I'm on day 38. I think. I know I'm over a third of the way, which is unbelievable. I cannot believe that we've already been doing it that long. And oh my gosh, is it the best thing that's ever happened to getting dressed in the morning? This is the thing is I have this stack of sweaters that I've made that are in my sweater storage area that I would just ignore unless I specifically had thought of a reason I wanted to wear one of them. Now I put the dress on, I walk into that area, and then I'm just like, which one am I gonna do? And I just pull a sweater up, pull it on like today, and voila. And every single day I'm wearing one on my hand knits. I don't know what was up with my brain that I couldn't achieve that before this, but at least I don't have to worry about what else I'm going to match it with. Like everything's going to go with a black dress. So there's no like, oh, what shirt am I going to wear underneath it and what pants or whatever. So that I know you guys are all probably sick of hearing about the black dress. Um all right, that's all I got for you. That's all I got. Uh what a day we're going to have. And night and tomorrow and the next day and the next day after that and probably every day until December whatever when things finally are legally required to be certified. But we're all here together, so we can all hang on together. Um I don't, everybody's got a different kind of coping mechanism. Mine's going to involve some wine. It's also going to involve some sushi because that sounds good and I'm going to get whatever sounds good. And um it's going to involve some of that black magic cake I made last weekend, which I'm not kidding around. That shit's the bomb. And it's going to involve casting on. So I'm about to go pull like 3 or 4 projects and just cast on. I'm going to regret that later. I guarantee it. Kind of like you're going to regret that when you first start taking shots. You're like, this is really probably a bad idea. I'm not going to be happy about this tomorrow. I someday I'm gonna have to come face to face with like the 16 million things I've casted on November 3rd, 2020, or maybe for the next week as a kind of like a distraction coping mechanism, but that's okay. I'll deal with that down the road. And nobody tell the sweaters that are waiting to be finished right now, okay? Don't, zip, nobody tell. But I think that'll be my coping mechanism. So, sounds pretty good. I mean, Rachel, yes, I can get you that recipe. In fact, before we go off of this, let me just put that thing right here in the comments if I can. No, I can't because it's a picture. Rachel, are you in the Not Another Hat Unraveled group? Because I'm gonna go put it there. That's where the cake recipe is about to appear. Not Another Hat Unraveled. That's where it's at. Make it. That's all I can say. Make it. You won't regret it. Or regret it. Or regret it. Either one. Okay, you guys. It's Tuesday and I'm punchy already. So, y'all take care of each other and you love yourselves and treat yourselves well. And I'll see you here on Friday. Bye.